Mag-start na ta. Hello YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to live video on my YouTube channel and Facebook. So we are going to play the special event of Lantern Rite. So kani daw siya is about sa Lantern Rite. So ika-lima na daw ning kon kanang anniversary sa sa Lantern Rite. So hopefully nga diyan ta mag lagyan tayong or mawalan taning face cam. So let's go. Uy, ano mo, nawala na akong ganda dito dahil mong skill. Oh, it's Hutao. Wow. Okay.
Look, it's Hutao! She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi? Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Uy, kinsa ba ni? Oh, si Xiangling din eh. Xiangling.
What the? Oh, Xiangling!
Hello, Xiangling.
I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya.
Uy, happy Lantern Rite. Basta, kayab na. Kayab na.
Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hutao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Oh, an outfit. I see. Okay.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite.
Lantern Rite, okay.
But just so you're aware, Hutao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
Nabasin na siya ginoon na. Kinsa ka ba?
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon. Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
But you've never seen Hutao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then, you felt something cold against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Guess who? Wow, sana all guess who? Happy Lantern Rite, Director Who? Sana all. Director. So, wonderful. Still remember my voice. That means you must have missed me a lot. Wow! I'm sure I really miss Hutao. Sa daan. Actually, okay Hutao sa kuan sa ni? Sa taga na? Event. Full event. Happy Lantern Rite. Okay, Happy Lantern Rite.
Wow, Hutao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Wow, si Traveler ba kay ano? Ala. Approve. Approve daw, approve. All thanks to Xiangling. Apparently, it was custom made by a designer from Thougt. I hope it didn't put you out too much.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off, so it was no trouble at all.
Well, that's good. Thanks again, Xiangling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hutao, what's been bothering you? Huh? Why would you ask that? Is it my fun? Is it my tone of voice not as sweet and melodious as you're used to.
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
What do you hide these feelings about, you know? Is this a secret? Sa na. Alright. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. I promise. It's just I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
So, you see, it's a part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's lantern right. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax, everything will be okay. Will be a-okay, yes, a-okay. Because director who will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
So, nagyapoy, kuan, trabaho bisag holiday, gyapon ba? Grabe ba? Bitaw na bitaw ng kanang manarbaho ka niya, holiday bitaw. Pero na sa ina, pero dili. Pero kung sa Pinas pa, holiday magid ka na may trabaho, pero dito murag, lay lang kuan. Ilang roles, siguro na tayo. Yep, it's doozy. I feel like I've been hanging my head against a brick wall. Let's go get coaching. She'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hotao about work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuse.
Oh, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead, and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sounds good. When I'm done, sound good. So napabasa na to eh.
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at One Mean Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Count me in. I could never turn down Changling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well. Hotel. Don't worry about me. Get yourselves to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. Sana all. So, always busy na si Hotel, Day? Grabe ah. Actually, nag-try ko live ani, pero ang kining kamera nga unsa nay kanang gakawalang kon basta walang internet and say walang signal sa internet, so sige balik-balik ani pumangyapon. So ako itay karon kung if dili siya kwan kanang mo sa ni kanang wala gid ang kwan kanang facecam diri sa kwan kani akong gi-record karon, so paano lang ko mag voice recording na lang ko kung umang galing kung balik siya kwan. So ano na lang tali mara na akong kwan point ay akong kwan masinday makakuan ta masinday din basig ma-work na ni ang tao lang na to. Unsam siya. What is this? This is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madam Lan and Madam Lanyan, please take a look.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
Someone is Lanyan? What pa man din yun? Lanyan? Wow, new character, ah. Okay, that's right. These are special edition fortune coins issued by the Coin Age office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Goyan sigils that represents different blessings. Take this one. For example, this design is
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity.
wow. So, swerte lang ito ani kung makaswerte lang ni kon lucky charm sa noon.
Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhang.
Grabe, spoiler eh, yung isa day. Kabulor na siya tanan. Wow, sa naon. Hehe, Lan taken, Madam Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chinyuvel and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts. Okay.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhang. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Goyan sigils is very impressive. A rare find in the Liwi harbor of today. True hair or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhang. Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, Traveler Paimon and Xiangling too. I was just thinking about you this morning, wondering if I'd get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Haha. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do this lantern rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lanyan, okay. Master craftswoman from the Chinyo Bell. Artisans? Say tawagan eh? Artisans Association. May isang tagbasa ni, pero ilang basa ta ni, bala na. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madam Lan.
Madam Lan, allow me to introduce
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Haha, it seems like you're Getting carried away again, Madam Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? Ugh. It's just quite exciting. Meeting these three people I've heard so much about. I never
Nasa,
imagined I'd get the chance.
nasa to pa, kabulor nga si ni Traveler Paimon. Ay, bali po si Traveler ko siya pod ka ng, unsa ni, kanang, bali legend siya sa kwan sa liwi. I don't know that means, in a perspective of historical, but, uh, pero kanina mo kabulor na siya daan, si Lanyan. Pero bago rin yung character, I don't know if tama siya. Kabulor ba siya sa historical?
I think you mean two people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite. Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Hello, Madam Lan. Nice to meet you. Master Craftswoman, Master Craftswoman. Naal.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
Wow. I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you. Sada po ning ilang stall o kay di ka maghimog kon ba ka ng love letter bitaw? Love letter? Sure. Love letter or birthday sa internet bitaw? Sada? Sada na mas stall dire o? No? Ilang mga display, mga kites. Nice kayo. So, ang tapay nga na ni. Uy, nawala na akong spacing ang to. Exit to, ipadulong na to day. Uy, magbibo niya ba? Okay, namay ko no? Namay ka ng, sani? Siguro mag-con ba? Mag-concert o niya. Sa Lantern Rite. Oh. Here it is. This is a game for the street fair, where you do it with rotten figures. It's called Immortal Kombat. Okay. Immortal Kombat? Di ba nga Mortal Kombat? Di ba sa Dola Mortal Kombat? Karami ito mag-away-away, sumbag-sumbag. Kani kay rotten figures. Nice, huh? Okay. There are 8 rotten figures in total. And thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
They are not actual adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have had adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
They were only around for a short time, and it was 2 or 3,000 years ago. So their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Mingxiao lantern when you arrive in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yes, it said that during the Archon War period, There was a divine mountain in Liwe with a giant tree. On its summit, a tree who was also a god named Thougt.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Thougt. So Thougt is the giant tree?
Taudu is a legend. Bro, legend mo siguro na siya. Tali? Or kung ano naging siya, kadang historical. And this tree was also a god. Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Taudu was the realm of the dead. And if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
Wow, that's scary. Ano ka na? When the Archon War arrived, Taudu was dragged into the fighting disturbing, the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no! And then what?
That's where the sanctification of Taudu comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Taudu.
Taudu. Exactly. After that, Taudu's remains sank into the lineage and became a border separating the living of Liwe from the dead.
Wait! The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
So balitaon lugar sila din, yun mo silang adepts. How ka ng 8 adepts or monsters baka?
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guixiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
Right! The 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Taudu. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
So tao lugar sila di ay mo day. Pero na-curse sila sa kwan sa unsa ni? Balay nimo silang monsters. Mo day. So ano din ang kwan history? Gabi history sa kwan no sa ilang kwan no historical sa kwan diwe. Before pa sa kwan sa Archon War. I know one of the hermits was Wen Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of women divination. If I am not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyovel. His descendants became the Land clan and kept the art of women divination alive. Madam Land, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Chiman divination is very patchy.
Ay, Chimin, sabi ko Kimin, Chimin, dahil ko. Dahil pag mas Chimin, dahil Chimin, kuan na ba, gi-emphasize na ang letter? Or kuan, wala lagi, kuan ba? The second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line and became known to the people as the Yunlai angler. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship type. which is the style I train in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in the Yunlai angler rods wielding techniques.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wowang Kid, also known as Old Man. Wowang. The story goes that the always presented himself in child from as a hermit. His expertise lay with young sigils, which he used to catch demons, held disease, and protect lives from the in, 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 encroaching presence of death. Okay. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should be best acquainted with his story, since their founders were said to have studied under the Wawang Kid. They were just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals. But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their
Eh.
story?
It's very hard to read. Ay, nakalimutan tagbasa, pero sige lang, basa lang ta. Para makakuan po ta sa viewers ba. Kahit ka magbasa, pero basa to eh. Alam, spoiler ba ta? Kuan, high school padulong, ayun sanay ka ng elementary padulong kuan, high school, di ba? So, basa-basa lang ta. Alam. One was Sage Hu, a master of guard crafts, and the other was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the 12 Sage of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the three beasts, their retreat was Mount Taudu. Hence their beasts of Taudu, as their title suggests, those three were not humans. So sila tao door. So not humans, so those are monsters.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were ganyo. Ganyo
Huh? All three of them?
Apa kas ganyo? What? Ay, ganyo ganda ay. What the heck? What ay? Happy Lantern, right, everyone? Sana all.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Okay, for sure, everyone. Happy Lantern, right, Ganyu? I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
What is it? Ningguang box? Ningguang's box, day? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it, thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what? You too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
Pugson ni mo paimon, nga trabaho mo sila. Napugson. Gina magtrabaho paimon. Sabta na sila, kay, maganda mag-work, di ba? So, na siya. You know what? It's like the festival season is upon us. So it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. Yes, you should focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything it's not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. Amping mong dawa ha. Kaya na. Kakira ba si Kuan, si Traveler? Sana all. Doon lang Valentine's Day ba? Sana lang. Mag-date pa sila. Abot lang, lingkod nila. I'm just kidding. 1 second, Ganyu. What is it, Traveler? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself. Wow, sana all. So Traveler was care about Ganyu. Wow. Sana all.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being.
Of course, nabili si Ganyu. Wow. Sana nakasikutsing ba? Grabe. Pila ka na yung uyab si Traveler ba? Yan, dahil ka uyab ba? Wala pa na ito nila ba? Wala pa kita sa kuhan sa... Ano sa rin? Inazuma? Liwe? Inazuma, Somero. Wala po tani nga part, pero giuna pa rin nag-third kay apit na mag-kuhan. Mag 3 days na lang. Doon na expire, so... Authority wasn't...
Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Well, thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care. And I hope you do the same. Ang payment daw lalabi yung Traveler. Lalabi yung Traveler.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect! Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor?
Dogay pa sa tao ba? Nagamatagkuhan ka ng meetingan. Before pa siya magkuhan, mag-celebrate sa lantern, right?
Okay, let's go!
Wow, ang suni. So, muning event. Wow. Nice kid, boy. So, sa mga ikondriya. Ako ka na yung mga letters. Okay. Got it. Isa pa. At training ground. Okay. Sa family ka na. Sita ba yan? Mga tsari, mga event, boy. Sa liway. Ganang ka, boy. Isa pa yung boy. Wow, nice. Oh, nabi primogens so wide. Wow, makakuha tanikon ba? Daw kay primogens. Apulin tagkon. Extra character ba? Basinday. Pasok ko ni Smaimon. Ano man tani? Dito tarabit ba? Ano yung mga event? Ano yung mga kuhan? Kanang sa itakan niya? Kanang... What is this? Kanang... Ano nilang kon bitaw? Kanang sige. Kana bang ilang kon ba kanang sani? Dili mong palon niya mabuto din ng kon fireworks so ano na siyang event. So tiya sa tagkuan lantern right ang sani event. So sabi siya. So in other words, Butler and you'd like to go without the drums.
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. What about paper if effigies for burning? We can do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs. Okay.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown, something to please the family, but got to over the top? Does that sound alright?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
It's hard to read, you know. Great. And will you be providing your own scenery? Scenery. Basket. Okay.
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Sorry. Bloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the morning tint and the procession? Procession? Did the family say what style they want? We can certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend forging them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Feian Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well then. My suggestions for the tent would be slab rovers, one with a ridge spine, two of them curved at the top, 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk, they should be decorated with the Feian symbols. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor, armchair, and bamboo railings. So sufficiently grand but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butter?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
And any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes, 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay, for the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the say mace. Mace. I don't know what the kind of word to pronounce. Battle axe, stirrup, and first So two each of those, and then we could do two clear passage banners, plus two each of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
All right, last thing. How about the hanging banner and the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do one incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Did you want that? Did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Feian Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with four generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added that added to that, he has reached a ripe old age, live a virtuous life, and it's spending his final days in peace and comfort. All he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend I recommend em, embroidering embroidering and embroidering bats of long longevity motif and cranes like cranes and dare of youth motifs to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
I don't really understand reading at all. It's very hard. Can I say it's very hard? Of course, think nothing of it. Huh? Miss Baiwen.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningwong has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. Alright, I'll head over into two ticks. Butter and my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Fairy, can I leave you a follow-up on the Fayan funeral arrangements?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Seriously, ihugid kay gid ang pagbasa
The
gid.
Who family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I agree. She was born...
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get
What
the
the-
chance to discuss payment with the director.
Skip pagid sige na lang bala na.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Of course, dagang kay meetingan ay. Isadsad kong kuan kanang ikaw ay kanang unsa ni? Kanang representative ba sa ilang kuan. Sa ilang kuan sa liwi bitaw.
Oh,
Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. I thought Hu Tao would be
This
done with
sucks.
work by now.
Hindi ikaw sa Paimon ba? Magulat, Paimon, Jessica, you just wait for Tao, But this will work. Ang kanang, what is this? Kanang, sige, mga nagtrabaho, gid arang, nalagay mo trabaho, kanang, mag-lantern night, malagay trabaho, lugar, mao na.
I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here.
Sayang yung sweldo,
Why don't we go eat and come back later?
sayang yung sweldo niya, kay, yung trabaho ba, di ba? Dapat payments.
Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us.
Wow. She's upset. Why? Because she wants to meet Hu Tao?
Madam Lan?
Or upset siya ba?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone.
Ito na mo, nice na mo. Kaya mga pa, may. Wala sa may, kaya mga onda yung mga on.
Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure.
Rattan figure? So mula gitong kuan, katong display bitaw. Mutay rattan figure. Kana ba ang kuan ba? Kanang muli ang pag-iya bitaw. Kana ilang kuan ba?
Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice qi and magic in Chenyu Vale. Pendhead fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry. Look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Para rin na, nadlock na. Nadlock na sa yung ipangingon. So, ang rattan figure kung siya kanang bali curse siya. Or nalagay ka ng siya bad luck lugar ng kuan. Kanang rattan. So, di lugar siya kanang what is that? Kanang pampaswerte lugar. So, rattan means ko na siya kanang dal na siya dal. Pero dito sa kuan sa ilang dito sa China kung ilang gitawag ka ng rattan. Or dire is dal or na siya. Ano ilang kuan dire kanang ilang kuan dito kanang ilang tradition. Ito sa ilang nation.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
For success.
Listen, let me tell you how.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad!
Where is your father? Nawala lang yung papa. Where's your father, Xiangling?
Over here, Xiangling.
Ay, namiss ni Kunday.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying-Ar's place. Let's go say hi.
Sabi lang, nawala.
Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong
nansa
with
mali.
him?
Nansa ni? Natulog? Labog ka, pre. Labog ka, pre.
That scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out.
Passed out.
I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad.
Like daughter, like son. I like daughter, like son. Like father, like daughter. Nabali na noon.
Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Okay, Xiangling.
Thank you all.
Ito na tago ba pharmacy? Kaya mag-hospital daw si Kwan, sa tangalan, Timaeus. Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boba Pharmacy, where Baiju takes him to the back room for examination. You are surprised to see two other familiar faces there. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite. Singcho and Chang Yun. Wala si Chang Yun. Okay. Thank you. Here hoping it will be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Singcho. It's alright. These are dear friends. The truth needed to be hidden from them. It's my great grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he's slipped into a coma. Whoa! What happened to his grandfather?
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong until and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he is over 100 years old. Wait, so his father is 100 years old, so tigol na yung papa day? Awot 100 years old, ang uban edad biya anak kay Kwan. Tama na biya Kwan. Kanang sa 90 years old, 91 years old, or 83 years old. Dila ba tamon ba, di ba? So, iyang papa is Kwan, 100 years old, tigwang na kay. So, basko pa yung papa niya, ano kang nag-doubt yung papa lover. Okay, I continue to read. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. So I went to take a look inside his lordship's room. There was definitely a straight chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Then what is it? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that it's fine, you can say. It's fetter of death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
So that means his great-grandfather is, ano sa ni? Kanang, doon na mamatay na gano'n, yung nung papa no ni Hikwan, great-grandfather. So, bali dito akong ingon day, yan dito ang grandfather, yung papa, grandfather day. Okay? Thank you, I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by, but we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brothers already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baishu can help my father and grandfather are at home, fasting and praying. Fasting day? Fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Uy, okay na ka, Tobias. Pero okay naman siguro niya. Much better. I feel fit as a fiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
Just...
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. Maybe the rotten's fault. I don't know.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Yinger says you helped bring me here. Thank you ever so much. Now, that makes you it.
Yingar, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Ang bibit to yasa, sakit-sakit ba kaya na? Isublik kayo ng sadik. Lawas sa punan. Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean? Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. To me, a situation is exponentially strange and strangely similar to his lordship's condition. What? Lordship's condition? So, what's po siya na curse sa iyang lordship condition? O unsa ka ng lordship condition ba? Ako ka na-search mo sa Google. Wait, so Tomias has the same illness as my great grandfather.
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
What really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Vaishu, even I've never witnessed such a melody, unless of course it was so long ago that I have since forgotten. Tomias is the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous, but his lordship is so advanced in years already. That's terrible. So something is surprisingly cutting years of their lives.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase! That sounds horrible!
Vaishu even tried using the secret art on Tomias earlier, but it was useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
Chingsa village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
If I am not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Chingsa village not too long ago. My father went with him. Just as we expected. As expected, What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Chingsa. Is that what's causing this? God's remain? Which one? Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I brought from a street vendor. So it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Chingsi mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zofamona. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, with which it suppress countless evil spirits. The most revered of them being a god, knowing as Thougt.
Wait, so Thouct's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Chingsa village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right. The slightest trace of God remains, and Vaishu and I would surely have sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Chingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Is there anything I can do help? I can do help.
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Vaishu.
Merely doing my duty.
Will you take care of yourself too, Vaishu?
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Traveler, Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Vaishu's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Concern. Bye everyone. And don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great grandfather as my father and grandfather. Hibuga day, grandfather. Hibuga day. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Well, good. You don't need to worry about because what if your grandfather is kuan pa kanang okay pa yang good health di that means kuan siya mayo pa yang kuan yung sakit. Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since I was last meet.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
Of course you are smart, Paimon. Someday ka bukod di ka di Paimon, di ka bright. Mao. Recently a phrase that Hotao always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exponentially busy these days, as I've barely seen her at all. Sana about we all go for a meal together in a few days. In a few days' time, when everything's claimed down. Sounds great. I'm free whenever. Then it's decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baiju ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Thougt business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Yeah, Lanyan seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
Oy, salamat. May kailan ako ikuan pang palit og kuan. Kana pagkaon. Well, that's gotta be an underestimate. I doubt you carried me all the way to Bubo Pharmacy by one finger on a rainy night. I can't thank you enough. Please let us give you something for your efforts. Sana all.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Okay naman siguro na siya, no? Okay ra Katsumi's. Okay naman siguro siya. Okay ra siya tali.
All right, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
If you're not okay to me, just go back to the Bobo Pharmacy and check for the doctor advice you. By the way, where did Lamyan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Who. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Ano nga, this is Lamyan? So, this a day. One day. Wait. Yeah, I'd like to... Oh, what's this is scent of spring under new management. Management, huh?
Perish the thought. Miss Ying'ar had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Management, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct. So, you probably won't find it on the shelves. More likely hidden in a corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
In fairness, gwapa kay si Otto. Es kaya yung kuhan, yung design ba, yung itong sinotan. Sada tina. Oh, a lady of culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
May lagay something ano. Si Otto. Wait. I see it now. You're from the land lineage of Chinyaville, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece, it's the jade plum, silver wing, one of the 3 immortals of Thougt. Hehe, I am right, or I am right.
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I am a fellow lady of culture. But alas, I'm in a rush today, so I have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management. New Management.
Huh?
Hindi nakapunin ng ingay, hindi na nagwapa. Hindi na nagwapa ba?
Grandpa was right. Leo at Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Why, thank you, Miss Ying'ar. I was just procuring some perfume from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement provided magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Now, kita kailan pero tobangan niya ba?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying'ar, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Hu Tao. Wow. Nice name.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Yingar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
Gadali na. Gadali. Gara kaya.
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
What's that?
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Rattan figures. Ano yung rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
Balik sa Kwan sa Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pagkatato si Kwan, si Lanyan. Ako si Hotag Lanyan. Gito dapat ang Kwan, Wangsheng Funeral. Kasi mawala ko diri na. Kaning Kwan, area. Hindi mo siguro ito ba? Diri day. Diri lagi yun.
Back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying Hu Tao is dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
So ano kayo tulog si Hu Tao lang kaya may mga busy sa work? Ano kayo paulay? Grabe. Isa lang ka mag-work ka no, ipaulay no? Nya, trabaho din ka ba? Huwag din tulog. Pero bawi na gabi. Tulog din ka gabi, mapag mata ni mo, abta na ka City.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhangli. He's closer to her than I am.
Zhangli, okay.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
Watching opera. Just so that. Lagi sinuntian na. Kaya ito, choy. Lagi sinuntian na, grabe.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing!
Naging language na.
Seems like Zhangli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi!
Zhangli, where are you? And are they? muli. Mana si Kon, Yunjin? Okay. Sige, Kon, okay. Salas will return for a new nest. Remarkable, Miss Yon. You have breathed fresh life into an old classic, and I I dare say surpass the original. You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held up. I'm a little of a practice. Yunjin, what nga si Yunjin? Yunjin, so what kan four-star character.
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You were as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
So practice niya para preparation sa kon lantern, right? Mundeng.
Hey, Zhongli! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
So siya na mag-perform sa lantern, right? Mundeng. Wow, Paimon say? Wow, Traveling Paimon. What a lovely surprise. It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
Wala yun. Gani namik para kay Zhongli. Namitoy niya. Namitoy siya kay Zhongli. It's okay, T. Master Lo. Leo Day. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes won't do me any harm.
Thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Of course. Of course not. I'm guessing you're here for Mr. Zhang Lin then? Oh, and how might I be assistance? Okay. I will be of the assistance.
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
Pangita na siya to, yung uyab. Yung uyab. The director is a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Just is it something important? The thing she left behind, I mean.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
Show the rotten figure.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Pantadritan may tawag din ani. Mo day. Mura sa kono kanang dal. Kanang mura bag dulan sa mga bata ba? Dal bitaw. Kanang private to kanang for example kanang ihang ni mo dira sa kon ba sa aparador ada bitaw. Sa mura sa dal kaning ratan. Pendant rattan. So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life.
So, kanina gang natag more gani curse or iyang kuan tali. So, kuno siya kanang badlak na gini kon kanang return. Kabot si Jong ni kabulbak ka ni siya kon sa kaning notan.
And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me! I don't want that thing anywhere near me!
Just nadlok.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Wag di mo na muliap tali. Kaya ni gana man gana. Di mo na galit, nagbuli ka na organ. Muliap lang ratan. Siyawa. Madame Lan, you mean from the Chenyo Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lons of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lons of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
Di example lagi si Jongli na gara kaya. Bangang Paimon ay. Heh. That's it. The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Liu, you appeared to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice the Goyen sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vice Ravana, one of the four main exorcism sigils. A most outstanding and inauspicious sign, by no means curse. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liwi Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liu.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Lan going around trying to curse people to death.
I guess the rotten figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck. Amo lagi swerte lagi nalagay ning natan di lagi kuan kanang manas lagar.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Lan also purposely left this behind to keep
So kung
Timea
sa
safe
kanang
and
good
well.
fortune. In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
In ideas, youngly. The director's mind is a labyrinth. I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of the Wangchung Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liwi harder in Liwi. I would be surprised and even a little unsettled if she were truly as carefree as she appears like. I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her income, for all her in in institutes. Okay, she takes pride in what she does as her friends. We should just be there for her when she needs us. Indeed, the director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I think Mr. Zhang Li just means you should have faith in Hotel. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhangli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, take this. What's that? A coin? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts. So, in the spirit of the season, this is my gift for you, to you, Day.
Wow! Zhangli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Rex coins.
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
So kung na si Jong Lee ka ng share ko na katagiya sa coins. This is a simple career I picked up from street vendor. Master Leo almost certainly a replica, but I can introduce you to the vendor if you are interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Sorry. Traveler, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
An anti-anxiety?
Well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, may we meet again soon. By the way, I'll be performing the sanctification of Thougt on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was just practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there.
So, muna gani yung practice to, guys.
We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Thougt were.
Oh, really? Well, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Thougt are also known as the 3 Immortals of Thougt. They were the lone butterfly of the crimson flame, the jade plum, silver wing, and the gold-eyed celadon were their three species beasts, all with the power to take on human form nowadays.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the silverwing and celadon mare? What kind of creatures were they?
So tao na sila before sila name kwan kanang something uh, or even monsters na ganun. Silverwing was swallow, and the celadon mare was a white horse. Legend holds that after purifying Thougt, Silverwing and a Wind Reader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever read Moonlit Bamboo Forest? That story mentions a white horse that roamed the Chincha Mountain. Chincha Mountain art. Rage Day. A lot of people think she was gold-eyed Seldon Weir.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only of the eight to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the eight had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Thoucht's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art called the Seven and Eight Gates Array. The method involves of 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 was casting one of the gates so that evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be arisen, and so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wuwang, another one of the eight who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So, although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Liwei is still alive and well thousands of years on. Anyway, that's basically the whole story of how the eight adepts purified Taudu.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long time, so I still have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready. Don't practice too much or you tire your voice out. Wow. That's a concern one. Thanks, I appreciate. I appreciate it. See you around.
Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever!
Wala, nagulat si Xiangling. Sorry, Xiangling. Nadugayan. Nadugayan, men. Daga pang entertain.
Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat.
Sorry, Xiangling. It was, it's been too late, so we want to go around. Medyo na busy ko kanang ansan eh. Kanang entertain sa tao.
Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force feed you my delicious cooking against your will.
Ayaw sad. Loy pod me. Esad kay mapis Paimon.
Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous.
Ravenous. Wow, nabayada eh.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
Wow, libre pagkaon, okay? That's a good one.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
Wow. Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer.
Gara.
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Oy, thank you, Xiangling. Salamat ah. Thanks for the food.